start taxes then.
Good evening and welcome to the work session meeting of the Central Valley Board of Education, April the 10th, 2024. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay,
That's okay.
Pam, can you call roll, please?
Mr. Analine?
Here.
Ms. Belcastro?
Here.
Mr. Bloom?
Here.
Senzo?
Here.
Mr. McDonald?
Here.
Mr. Melvin?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Ambrose?
Mr. Senzo, you want to explain,
We do that when we're for the building and grounds.
When the map building and grounds.
okay,
Yeah, we get the.
that's fine. Thank you very much.
Map building.
Appreciate that. Okay. Routine items, public comments on agenda items only.
Nope.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. Minutes. To approve the voting session minutes from March 21st, 2024. Moving on to the treasurer's report. Mr. O'Neill is our treasurer.
To confirm the March 2024 general fund payments in the amount of $1,652,322.06. Number two, to confirm the March 2024 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $149,630.27. Number three, to confirm the March 2024 construction fund payments in the amount of $215,850.50. Also, we'll be looking to approve the March 2024 Berkheimer report.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Agenda items. A, board policy items. This is just an FYI, first reading of updated policy number 304.1, employment of professional employees. Moving on to negotiation, Mr. O'Neill is our chairperson.
We have nothing to announce.
Okay, thank you. Item C, education items. Ms. Belcastro is our chairperson.
Okay, so number one is to confirm the release time staff development requests. In the chart, in the first column, you see the conference. In the middle, the individuals who will be attending, and in the third column, the dates that will be attending that. Number two, to approve a memorandum of understanding with the Private Industry Council of Westmoreland Fayette Corporation to operate the pre-K accounts program at Todd Lane through June 30th, 2025, pending review of the solicitor. And number three is to approve Central Valley School District Special Education Plan to be submitted to the Department of Education on or before May 1st, 2024, in accordance with the guidelines. The plan has been available the past 28 days for public review on the website, and I actually did read it.
Thank you. Anything else under education item? Item D, technology. Mr. McDonald serves as our chairperson.
We have no updates at the time.
Item E, athletics. Mr. Ross is our chairperson.
Number one, to accept the resignation of head wrestling coach Kevin Ross, effective March 5th, 2024. I'd just like to say, wish I could deny that. I think that Mr. Moras has done a great job with the wrestling program. He took it from a situation where there were maybe 5 kids to 26, I think, this year that he had on his team, and they've done extremely well. We had a few kids go into to the States. I'm sure Mr. Ciccone will be talking about that maybe, hopefully. But again, hate to see him go, and I guess we'll be looking down the road here for a replacement for him.
Okay, thank you. I think your opinion is echoed by the whole board. Thank you. Item F, extracurricular activities. Mr. Anline is our chairperson.
Some FYI, some field trips coming up. The left-hand side, there's the destination, the middle, the group that's attending, and on the right, the dates they are attending.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. G, Building and Grounds. Senzo serves as our chairperson.
Number one is to approve and confirm the following building usage requests. There's a chart with the building organization, date, and the purpose of the request for the building usage. And we did have a grounds committee meeting tonight, and Dr. Perry will speak on that.
Yeah, we had a grounds committee meeting tonight to discuss some possible grants that are out there.
Okay.
Okay,
Grounds, thank you.
thank you. Anything else? Okay. Item H, personnel items. Mr. Bloom is our chairperson.
Yeah, we'll be looking to approve additions to the 2023-2024 substitute list pending receipt, review and acceptance of all clearances, and to approve the resignation of Emily Gabriel, special education teacher, effective April 3rd, 2024. Number 3, to approve the retirement of Steve Hashman, head of maintenance, effective May 31st, 2024. And number 4, to approve an FMLA extension request for an elementary employee ID number 1842 from April 3rd, 2024 through May 31st, 2024. Anything else, Dr. Perry?
That is all, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Item I, finance items. Mr. Moad serves as our chairperson.
Just the one item to approve the adoption of resolution 2024-2025 Beaver County Career and Technology Centers 24-25 general fund budget of $7,546,214.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moad.
That's it.
Okay, item J, you get one more chance at this. Any public comment? Thank you very much. Okay. Let's open it up to our illustrious team out there of administrators. Who's going to speak first? Mr. Vukovican, representing the high school.
In the high school, the month of April started with a career day. We started off the morning last Friday with teachers designed specific lessons for career readiness. And in the afternoon, we brought in about 50 speakers, and students had the opportunity to pick 3 career fields or 3 speakers to listen to in the afternoon. So kudos go out to our guidance office for arranging that and putting that together. Sunday to today, FBLA competition was held in Hershey. We had about 40 students from the high school travel out to Hershey to compete in that. And today we started scheduling for next year, starting with the juniors and sophomores, the current juniors and sophomores, and that'll continue all the way through next week.
Okay, thank you very much. Representing the middle school, Mr. Dolph.
Good evening, all. Middle school's prepping for the PSSA exams. We've had all of our faculty and staff trainings, had our kids go through the online tutorials. So that'll be coming up here on the 22nd. We sent our archery teams, both the middle school and high school, to states. They did qualify in the top 5 for nationals, so they're prepping to go to the nationals, I believe, down in Kentucky. We hosted our first unified bocce match here a week or 2 ago. Kids had a fantastic time. We did a great job. The chorus sang the national anthem. We had one of our kids do the Unity Pledge. We have been invited to a nice competition at the Green Tree Sports Complex coming up here in a couple of weeks. So we'll be sending them there to attend that. And then Ms. Hicks have sent out all of our stuff to our 7th graders for our incoming 8th grade Brave Warriors to get our mentors for next year. So we've been receiving applications. I believe we have over 60, 70 of them from that 170 person grade interested in becoming a big brother, sister in our 8th grade Brave Warrior mentoring group. I think that's about it for the middle school. Thank you.
Ms. Fairgaudy, representing Todd Lane.
We just finished up the 9 weeks, and our report cards are posted. Last Friday, we hosted our last golden ticket party. 4th grade participated in that party. Currently, we are also organizing for the PSSA. That's a pretty big task. So we'll be testing here at the end of April and in the beginning of May. Once that happens, then we get into the full swing of May, where we are getting ready for our spelling bee, our field trips, and our 2nd grade visitation to Todd Lane, where our 4th grade students run that, and they show the 2nd grade students the building, and also our 5th grade send off and field day.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Kasanovich, tell us about Center Grange.
So since we were here last time, we had a Mr. Yuck program for 1st grade to talk about poison prevention for the 1st graders. We started a new program right after I was here last time, our lunch VIP warriors, who they get to sit at a special table if they're showing the warrior way in lunch. So they're sitting at a special table with a tablecloth and all these decorations if they get their ticket picked to sit at that table if they've followed the warrior way. March 19th, we had our annual Title I meeting with the parents. We had a nice group of parents, and they came to listen to us tell them about understanding the Title I program and how to help their students at home. We are preparing for 2 spring shows, one in kindergarten and one in 1st grade. So the music department is very, very busy practicing, and we are now preparing for our benchmark assessments that will be our last round in May.
Okay,
Busy at Center Grange.
thank you. Okay, we've got Ms. Park, Special Ed Director.
Hello, I don't have too many new things to update other than academic games. We talked about that last time. The national event, we have 12 students traveling to Atlanta, Georgia next week. They will be accompanied by Mandy Goss, who's our high school gifted teacher, and Beth Ann Pohl, who is new to gifted this year at Todd Lane. We also have Special Olympics coming up at Geneva College. That's on Friday, April 26th. Opening ceremonies typically begin around 9:45, and then that wraps up usually by 1:30 or so. So if any of you are interested in seeing that, it really is a great day to see. And if you haven't been to a Special Olympics event, it tugs on your heartstrings a little bit, and it's a great event to attend. Let me know if you're going to be there, and I'll try to meet up with you.
I echo
Thank
those
you.
comments that I always encourage you. If you've never been to Special Olympics, you need to do that. Hopefully we get good weather. Hopefully get good weather.
Okay. Mr. Saccone, our Athletic Director.
Not much to report athletically. Obviously, spring sports are off to a slow start that is, because of some cancellations last week due to the rain and weather. But baseball is all caught up section wise. Softball, they are down 1 section game right now. So, but things are moving along. Our guys are working hard, get the fields ready. We actually moved the middle school baseball game up here, so they got a game in, and both of them won tonight. So that was good. Going off of what Mr. Ross had said about Brennan, nothing new. Well, there is something new to report. Brennan participated, Brennan Morgan, that is. He was here last month and, became our first state wrestling champion. He was involved in the WPIAL versus the New Jersey All-Stars. Came down to the last match with him. If he wins, pins, or whatever, WPIL wins the event, and he did that. He did. If you are on Twitter, it's probably worth seeing. He did a fabulous move and got the technical fall, and Team WPIL won. So that's it.
Okay. While we're on sports, I'd just like to add something noteworthy this evening. Typically in the morning, first thing like I do with anybody else is grab a cup of coffee, download my Post-Gazette, and this jumped out at me. It was on April 2nd. Clarion swimmer medals several times at event. It says Alexa Gonzi, a Central Valley grad, hauled in plenty of medals this month. The diver from Monaca and junior on the Clarion women's swimming and diving team won the NCAA Division II championship in the 3-meter diving event. Less than a week later, Gonzi was named the Women's Diver of the Year by the College Swimming Coaches Association of America. I mean, listen, we got a lot of great students. This is a huge, huge accolade and accomplishment. And hopefully, maybe when she gets out of college in May, she can come in and visit us and tell us what it's all about. Okay, thank you. Superintendent's comments.
Everybody, we're all done?
I think we're all done.
It's down to me, huh?
It's you.
All right. I want to thank the school community for their flexibility with regards to the early dismissal on Monday. I realize that that puts a burden on our families in order to take care of childcare. But based on the timing of the eclipse and the concern for the kids leaving school, especially the little ones at that time, we felt it was the right thing to do. So I want to thank them. I also want to thank, and I know I've spoken her name many times, I want to thank Sue Cole. You know, we do not have, we're struggling with staff, we're struggling with blessing staff, we struggle with custodial staff, paraprofessionals, cafeteria staff, and the community doesn't feel the pain that they could based on the work that she does every day to make sure that our kids get home safe, get to school safe. And she was integral once again on the early dismissal day, making sure we got everybody out of here. So I want to publicly thank her again. I know I've done it before. And I want to do it again. I also, as I do every month, want to remind people, even though we're getting towards the end of the year, we are still looking for paraprofessionals, custodians, cafeteria workers, and I know our bus companies are looking for people as well. If you know anybody that wants to work, you know, it's a very competitive wage. You know, have them get a hold of us and let us know they're looking for a job.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I have.
All right. Any board member comments? Dennis?
Yeah, I'm the rep for Vote Tech from our board. And the Vote Tech held its monthly meeting on March 28th. The director, Laura Del Vecchio, has sent the most recent copy of the proposed articles of agreement for the districts to consider. Dr. Perry has received them. We talked about it. And he passed them on to our solicitor for review. We as a board will consider them after the solicitor has reviewed them. And if he needs to make suggestions to any revisions, if necessary, then we will go over them and consider them for approval from our board. All 14 districts have to do the same thing for consideration, and we'll try to get something going again. Right now, we're operating without any article of agreement. We're working under the school code as it sits right now. So that's where we stand with the Vote Tech.
Just a brief explanation. The articles of agreement were created back in 1974 when the Vote Tech was built. And it was an agreement by all the school districts to build the Vote Tech. And those articles of agreement were in place until the funding was taken care of for those articles of agreement. So once the building was paid off, then the articles of agreement technically aren't in existence anymore. You could speak to it better than I. So because the articles of agreements are expired, then school code is what dictates how the CTC operates with regards to the decision-making things. But I think all of the districts recognize that school code does not address multiple issues that the CTC deals with on a daily basis that affects all the schools. So all the schools are trying to revise those articles of agreement so that it's very clear how decisions, things are being made with regards to the Vote Tech. Okay, fair?
Yep.
Hey.
I have a question, I guess would be Mr. McQuarrie, unless you would have the answers to that, Mr. Blue. The Vote Tech that's down in Midland, has that affected our numbers at all over here?
Nothing of any significance that I can say. Our numbers have been about the same the last couple of years as far as just actually our numbers this year up a little bit.
So
Our Vote Tech numbers are up.
Yeah.
MIT has,
Our MIT numbers are what, handful kids?
I haven't seen any significant change. And what I've found and learned, the program down there isn't, but they're doing some things down there that aren't really similar to some of the things we're doing here. It's not all the same. They don't have all the different programs we have over here. I wouldn't call that a Vote Tech, in my opinion, but they have some different things down there, yes.
have you had a chance to see it at all?
I just driving by, I've never been in it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other board member comments? Motion to adjourn, Mr. Bloom, seconded by Mr. Ross. The meeting